for April of 2026. Y'all make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So what's going on for the current energy for April of 2026? All right, so we have the Seven of Cups reverse at the bottom, the King of Hearts reverse, Six of Swords, the Magician, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles reverse, Message of Water, the Chariot reverse, Eight of Swords reverse. All right, so if someone's trying to manifest a stagnated situation with obstacles, there's something that's no longer going to be an obstacle for some of you. Due to some of you having a lot of clarity, all right, so some of you are not going to no longer have any obstacles due to two individuals that may be in a connection with each other. And there was a lot of lying that was being done on you. This right here is a couple. King of Cups and Queen of Cups reverse is a couple, but they're not good for each other. And these two right here has been seen to be trying to cause you obstacles and trouble. These two could have been one of the main culprits of trying to have you put in jail. You're being released. Four of Pentacles reverse and the Eight of Swords reverse. You're being released from these false allegations. There's a lot of lying that has been seen through with the Two of Swords reverse in regards to the two individuals that may be in a connection, but they're not good for each other. This is not a legitimate connection either. And someone has been manipulating the hell of a lot of things when it comes to this connection. That's connected directly into false allegations. It's kind of something involving a Cancer with a Chariot reverse, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Knight of Pentacles reverse. So yeah, there's a lot of irresponsibility. Another one in reverse, King of Wands reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there happens to be only one individual that's in an upright position. That's not a manipulator. It's a Queen of Swords. The rest of these individuals being seen to be manipulators. There's definitely two individuals here that are manipulators. This Queen of Swords is in the energy as to say that she don't know what they're trying to pull over on a situation to try to put you in jail, but it ain't gonna happen. They don't know where they don't know where they're taking this little plan they have here, but you're not going to jail. This is giving me the vibes of some the official here that's got like an arrogant side to him because they got information on you being falsely accused with two individuals, and there's someone abusing the authority that's connected to that. You're not going to jail because of this right here. This can also be someone that works around these individuals that has information on that. They're going to be releasing the falsely accused out of this bullshit to where they can move on with the Six of Swords. That's how this Queen of Swords energy is coming across. You're going to release the falsely accused. Some of you could be a Scorpio or Cancer. That's the only major arcanas that's out here, surprisingly. Usually it would be the World, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's say the Tower, the Lovers. That would be a lot of major arcanas. But there's just two of them out here. And some of you was dealing with obstacles due to you being falsely accused repetitive amount of times with the chariot and the judgment reverse. But someone is stepping in to set you free and to tell you that they have to let you go with the four of Pentacles reverse. There's a lot of illusions that has been seen through also with the Seven of Cups reverse. It's King of Wands reverse. Sound like to me someone is protecting your identity. While someone was falsely accusing you, they're falsely accusing a Queen of Swords here. Okay, so someone has a protector out there. You have a protector. This Queen of Swords ain't about to let this individual sit there and falsely accuse somebody of shit that they're not doing. Look at her taking notes. Look, that could be a pen right there. Look at that. You see all that? That could be a piece of paper. It's like, I don't know who the hell you trying to hold back, sir, but you're not holding this individual back. Because trying to hold you back is trying to hold her back too. Okay, so it sounds like to me she got someone's back. She knows what's going on. She knows what these individuals are trying to do. They're trying to hold somebody back. You're not standing in this individual's way with the Seven of Wands. This one here got like a kind of like a like a snobby, arrogant attitude, but she's mirroring the energy that these individuals are in that's trying to hold you back and thinking that they're gonna get away with it. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. You know what I'm saying? No, they ain't. Gotta get my soda. Y'all hold on a minute. Most people drink coffee in the morning, but I don't drink none of that. So yeah, this Queen of Swords is in an arrogant energy. But she's the main one that's gonna be the culprit of having someone move on. Something could have been going on at a long distance. The Six of Swords could represent a long distance, and there's the obstacles that's connected to that with a hell of a lot of line. Yep. There's some tyrant energy there too. She's in the energy, as I say, she don't know what these individuals are trying to do to hold you back, but you're not being held back. You're going to let this individual go. And this is the individual that's being falsely accused. So it's like every time someone was doing something to you, there's a Queen of Swords or King of Swords energy that was in the way of that was able to counter these false allegations. Whatever way she or he done it, because this could also be a King of Swords. They're just in a very straightforward, blunt energy as I say, hey, this ain't the truth. I don't know where you think you're getting with this situation. This is not going to be held up. This individual is also the culprit of having someone released from a held up situation. How the hell you going to be held up with lies? So somebody's get okay. So someone's involved to have you move on from someone trying to hold you back with nothing but lies. But that's been seen through because of someone doing their job the right way. Apparently, no, you're not going to put them in the Eight of Swords energy. No, you're not. That's how this Queen of Swords energy is. No, you're not. You will not. You know what I'm saying? You will not. Good. Why am I getting this energy from this Queen of Swords? Why is that? Because she knows that someone has been trying to deliberately hold you back of your freedom, trying to get in the way of your freedom and your new beginnings, and you being on your journey to be free. So this Queen of Swords has some knowledge and information on you not being free to go from a situation. For some of you out there, if you're not familiar with law enforcement language, then that's what that means. It's like this situation right here is trying to keep you held back eventually to have you in the energy to where you're not free to go with the Eight of Swords reverse, but it's in reverse though. So that means you are free to go. Mm. Because doing this to you, bro, like, I'm also getting there's some serious felony offenses of attempted kidnapping that could go back off on a tyrant here for doing this to you. Yeah, this thing they got a little plan going to try to get you in the Eight of Swords energy. This is illegal attempted kidnapping. And this is being done, bro. This crime that has been occurring with these lies, if this is at a long distance, out of state, 6 hours away, or it could be 6 states away, or it could be more than that. This right here is a major problem here. Why am I getting this is at a long distance with the Six of Swords? Because it is Three of Cups reverse. So there's other people that's connected to this connection at a long distance. Yep. There's other people that's connected to that. There's a third party somewhere that has tried to interfere with this connection and to try to get you in trouble. There's been a hell of a lot of gossip, a lot of rumors, slander, shit talking. But there's also been legal issues these individuals has tried to cause for you to try to manipulate something to try to put you in the Eight of Swords energy with false allegations. But the Eight of Swords is in reverse with the Judgment reverse. If anybody is going to take the blame for anything, I'm also getting this individual could be taking the blame for something for not protecting someone sooner. But now it's like they're there protecting someone. And it's like if they're going to falsely accuse anybody, it's going to be them. Because this individual right here could have been assigned to you covertly, some type of victim services individual. This give me the vibes on the Fed level. Some of you may be provided with covert protection because of someone having to operate on kind of like a undercover level, a covert level to catch this type of activity with a judgment and the Eight of Swords reverse. I'm not going to get into details how it's getting caught, but apparently they got enough information to prove that you're being falsely accused with a situation involving two individuals at a long distance. And what is being done with these false allegations can indeed put your ass in jail or in prison. And this one right here is not going to allow that to happen. Now, I'm not saying that to scare anybody, but I'm gonna just be straightforward with the message because it's coming out of my cards. If people don't know their rights, you don't know how to counter these type of activities, it can indeed harm your freedom and get you in front of a judge to have you blatantly criticized for shit that you're not doing. And you don't want that. And this Queen of Swords is making sure that don't happen. If there's something that's already put on you, if there's some form of house arrest situation with the Eight of Swords reverse, now keep in mind, I'm not a legal advisor. There is a disclaimer in the description box below. If this is pertaining to a situation involving a house arrest or some form of restrictions with the Eight of Swords, that could be lifted off of you also with the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords reverse. So you're definitely being released. You're being released from some type of restrictions because of things being seen through. This was through the last 1 to 2 weeks ago, as far as the time frame. Yep. What is this person being released from? Clarify the Eight of Swords. Let me see if my cards pick it up. Eight of Swords and the Judgment reverse. What are they being released from? Some type of controlling it. Exactly. Someone trying to control shit. Someone trying to make you out to be an abuser. This is like a predatory energy right here too with the devil card, but it's in reverse. Okay, so someone was behind the scenes having you falsely accused, but doing something to you to have you falsely accused, with possibly using something with a catfishing account. Because a message of water there, that's the page of cups energy. Clarify the devil reverse. The emperor. Some of these individuals try to get you to appear as if you're an unfit father or unfit mother figure, but the whole time, this is someone that is a father or is a mother that's been doing this to you. That's connected to this situation. So this is definitely connected to someone that is an older part, like they're older than you. This is definitely a father or a mother figure, not of your own, but someone else. This is someone that's a family person. That's a dad or a mom. These individuals also try to get in the way and try to prevent you from being a dad or a mom. That's something else that these individuals see that you would make a great father or a great mother. Yeah, yeah, you're the furthest thing from that devil card. That's why it's in reverse. Bro, these individuals don't stand a chance doing this to you. Like this was done on a repetitive type of level. That's an over and over type energy with this chariot reversed. Look at that three of swords. There's that three of swords energy again. This could have been with an ex or some type of third party. There's that third party energy again. Three of cups reversed, then you got the three of swords. So these are definitely people that are not meant to be trusted with the three of swords. At the whole time, these are the individuals that's causing you harm. Definitely trying to tarnish your reputation, trying to get you put in jail. It's like this is a desperation energy at trying to relentlessly have you put in jail for the shit that these individuals keep on doing to you. Like, bro, somebody got to step in and stop this bullshit. Clarify the three of swords, nine of wands reverse. There's a paranoid energy here too, like someone that's connected to this individual, a third party that's connected to an ex with a three of swords energy. This individual right here is paranoid. There's a lot of individuals that are paranoid right now. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you don't fit a description of this right here. That's why it's in reverse. They're also paranoid about help arriving and pulling you out of the situation to make sure that you're able to move forward on your journey. Because these individuals can actually get charges of attempted malicious prosecution and attempted kidnapping charges on them for doing that. Yeah, the hermit reverse. This is also connected directly into false investigation. You wasn't supposed to be searched. Some of you could be a Virgo. Yeah, you wasn't supposed to be searched. The hermit is all about the that person with that. I don't know what you call it. It's like a stick he's holding, and he's got a lantern in the other hand like that. That right there would be the card of investigation, like doing a deeper introspection, researching. So that right there would be the card of investigative energy. But with this hermit card coming up in reverse, that's fraud. And this fraud is connected directly to false investigations. That's also connected to these false allegations that was being done repetitively in order to try to get you to look a certain way. And this was being done with two individuals at a long distance with the help of a tyrant, someone abusing their power. So therefore, it's going to better to prove the Title 18 USC Section 242, deprivation of your rights on a color law violation. You investigate the wrong individual, bro. You ain't gonna sit there and keep on looking into this person. You got any intentions on putting this individual in this Eight of Swords? This individual has the right to they have the right to resist the unlawful arrest under 177. I'm gonna repeat it again. 177 US 529 1900. Back off. Back off. Back the fuck off. Y'all need to take y'all backside, bro. Carry yourself somewhere else and go somewhere else. You need to look up some U.S. Supreme rulings because apparently you're not familiar with this type of knowledge that can have you disarmed of your false power. You know nothing. You have no authority over this individual. You have no jurisdiction over this individual. You sitting there violate things over the state lines and a whole complete different other state, sitting there using two individuals that are not fit people to even be in a connection to start with, just to manipulate something, keep somebody single and to put them in jail. You're wrong. This individual under the 177 U.S. 529 1900 has the right to resist an unlawful arrest by reasonable force. U.S. Supreme rulings are not going to play with you. You're going to listen to that. You're going to obey that because that's a sustained judgment. It means it's final. The judge already ruled with a situation like that. That let the individual off. They couldn't do nothing about it. They didn't find him guilty. That means on a federal level, any type of level. That's how it was found within that U.S. Supreme ruling. So you know what that means? It puts a bind on state level and local, also federal level too. Under the 177 U.S. 529 1900 case of a U.S. Supreme. I don't give a damn how long ago that was. It's still a sustained judgment. It's still a ruling. It still was a case that went through the U.S. Supreme Court. These individuals are definitely going to get charged for attempted malicious prosecution and attempted kidnapping. That's the main two charges on a federal level here that they're going to be charged with. Yep. And if anybody wants to see the U.S. Supreme ruling, go look that up under the 177 U.S. 529 1900 case. It's right there in writing. Especially when someone is sitting there having you falsely accused and they're doing something to manipulate something for that to be done to you repetitively with two people at a long distance outside their jurisdiction. Bro, this right here is on a whole nother level of corruption. This individual is actually being seen to be harming you and deliberately trying to put you somewhere where you don't belong. And guess what? You got people going right along with it too. That's this three of cup traverse energy. People are going right along with it. So you know what that means? That's conflict of interest. That means accessory to the fact. They're trying to assess a situation, therefore are feeding and instigating this to take place. So therefore, this is more than one or two persons, which is going to be connected directly to oppression and intimidation. This is definitely conspiring to injure too by placing you in restraints, which is connected to illegal kidnapping, trying to have you held hostage. The minute these individuals will put any form of restraint on you by doing this, that right there is illegal kidnapping. And then the minute they put you in a cruiser, that right there will be vehicular trafficking while held hostage and restraints. This is a felony, a federal felony, what these individuals have been seen to be doing. That's all right, because the little bullshit plans will get stopped by a Fed here. Several of them, what it looks like, because it took one of them to do their job the right way that could have got something back to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Good. Let me go ahead and chill with my passion side about federal law, but not really. Nah, I don't need to chill. I don't need to chill. Let me get more passionate. Clarify that. Four of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So it's been proven that with the Four of Swords being here, the minute that you had some type of you wishing each other well with the Four of Swords, like just giving the vibe, you wishing each other well, and you go separate ways, and it was done. Why are these individuals continuing to try to drag something on when you're not even part of none of this with the Four of Swords? You had nothing to do with this whole situation here. Some of you, the time frame of this could have been going on for 4 weeks to 4 years, or something very significant about the year 2024. Clarify that. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so something could be coming out, and something was verified about a Queen of Pentacles reverse in the year of 2024. This is connected to a troublemaking energy. This is also connected to some violations involving trafficking, exploitation. Someone got news for these individuals. You think you're gonna sit there and keep fucking with this individual's freedom? You're gonna get charged for attempted malicious prosecution and attempted kidnapping, along with some other things that's going on. This is a federal felony here, bro. Different counts, what it looks like too. Give me a closing, man. I ain't about to stay reading this stupid shit. What's the closing message? And the main reason why things haven't been done yet, because they're just racking up information on you. They want to see how long you're gonna keep on doing something while giving off the illusion as if, yeah, they're gonna let you get away with it. No, you're not. No, you're not. Every time you send a stupid fucking message to this individual and you try to have this individual falsely accused, that's another violation. That's more evidence, more evidence, more evidence, more evidence. What's the closing message? King of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Cups reverse again. Knight of Wands reverse, the Fool reverse, Seven of Wands reverse, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reverse, the Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, the Sun reverse, Leo energy, Two of Cups reverse, the Eight of Wands, the Tower reverse, Scorpio energy, Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups reverse, and the Three of Wands with King of Pentacles reverse. So this is extortion, extortion, corruption. This little plan that they have is going to continuously keep on backfiring with the Tower reverse. This plan ain't going nowheres. This is proving that they have multiple individuals that's connected to a X situation. This could be a few of them that are connected to some extortionists. And this activity is definitely being done with someone at a long distance. What's the cards of advice? Cards of advice. There's this corrupt situation again with the Hierophant reverse. Some of you out there, to keep on pursuing justice, you be a guy to keep on passing judgment down upon these individuals with the judgment card and justice. You being a guy to keep on challenging a corrupt institution and keep on passing judgment down upon them for defamating your character and trying to make you look like a pervert with all these conversations that originally came from them. Be a guy to judge this neighborhood that you're in with the four wands reverse. You be a guy to pass judgment down upon all these individuals and call them out for who they are. This is nothing but troublemaking energy that's in your surroundings. That's looking to cause you trouble. And the main reason why they're allowed to do that is because of an institution with the Hierophant reverse. So they're going to take the backlash for this. For originally getting in the way and defamating your character, trying to get you to appear as like some pervert or something. That's all right, because all this is under judgment. Some of you are being guided to let the situation end peacefully. Keep pushing through everything. For some of you, it's advisable you maintain contact with FBI or DOJ. Maintain contact with them until this ends. You keep on reminding them that, hey, you know what's going on. Something is not being corrected like it should be until they get the message that you're not backing down. There's a problem. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. A corrupt institution that keeps violating your rights. You out stubborn this energy. That's what you do. You out stubborn these individuals. You show them that, hey, you're not running this against you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You have rights in this country. You have U.S. Supreme rulings that defend you and protect you also. That's way higher and way much more powerful than any law there is out there. It definitely overpowers these situations. And they have to comply and abide by that. That can also represent this right here. You hold them accountable under U.S. Supreme Judge to sustain judgment and rulings. Because this institution right here is not following rules, procedures, policies. With the devil and the Hierophant being here, mm-mm. This is a rigged system, bro. That's another thing. You been a guy to call out this shit's rigged. You being guided to expose these fucking perverts inside this institution. Start posting a picture. That's what you do. Post a picture where everybody can see who the fuck keeps on trying to target you. I bet you they're gonna back off then. Maintain contact with DOJ, Department of Justice. Stay in contact with them. Why is this individual? Why would they be guided to maintain contact with the DOJ until they stop this corruption? They're gonna have to get something to go through with some FBI agents to raid the institution. Because these individuals keep causing you trouble with the Six of Swords reverse. That's why. Some of you out there, you are a victim of a scam and scheming, and what these individuals are doing involving a scam or trafficking and exploiting people that's trying to have you falsely accused of it. There's a trafficking business that's being ran of exploitation, and there's also something coming out here about children being taken advantage of over these scamming accounts with a nine of pentacle reverse. This is the page of cups reverse, which will represent these individuals are abusing these individuals. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles reverse, Seven of Wands reverse. This is what you're under a scandal for due to somebody else doing this to you. Look, the devil. This is trafficking. Some of you out there are a victim of human trafficking. The Magician. Don't feel ashamed by that. You need to speak up and let them know this. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Three of Swords reverse, the Knight of Cups reverse, because you got a bunch of troublemakers in your surroundings, and there's something going on here in regards to some of these individuals are engaged in conversations that's connected to romance scamming. There's a lot of inappropriate messages being sent to cause you trouble. You're surrounded by a group of troublemakers, and some of these individuals are indeed officials that are local. Nine of Cups, the Hierophant. Look at that, because they're going to be the main ones to better this institution. Someone's on a catfishing account too. Page of Cups reverse. That's the fish in a cup, but that's a fishy messenger. That means these individuals shouldn't trust where that message is coming from. This is a situation that keeps on repetitively trying to hold you up. The patient man is all about suspension. Like, you're not free to go with the Six of Swords reverse and the patient man. And they keep on trying to hold you up with nothing but abuse, toxicity that they're committing upon you while doing certain things in order to try to make it more possible for you to move on. You're being guided to expose to the DOJ that this is indeed an extortionist cult that is beyond your targeting. You need to expose the fact that you're having sacrificial rituals done on you. You need to expose all that to them. Now, when this comes to the First Amendment, this is not protected under the First Amendment because they're harming your reputation while harming your rights under the color law violation connected directly to the Title 18 USC Section 242, which is indeed a violation. This is not protected under the First Amendment, what they're doing. By them sending a fucking message and harassing people on an X-rated level and doing this type of shit, this is violating your federal protected rights. Deprivating your rights on a color law violation, which is going to better to prove the intent beyond what they're doing, which is failing to keep you from harm. Indeed, they intending on intentionally causing you harm while sitting there harming other individuals with a devil card. It sounds like to me you're gonna better to manifest help to arrive with the magician to make sure that you're happy. And these are the same individuals that's gonna better to clean up an institution and to make your neighborhood better. It's the DOJ's job to do that, to have raids conducted within these corrupt organizations. If this is a foreign corporation doing this to you, they have the jurisdiction and authority to raid the whole institution, possibly have it shut down too. And this may, I'm also getting on, since this is this extreme, they may have to shut the whole thing down, remove everybody in there, and put some state troopers inside the organization to operate it. This is how toxic this is. They're gonna have state troopers enforcing the law where you're at, but there's not gonna be any type of patrol, is what I'm getting. The troopers will normally do highway patrol, like they patrol the highways, but it's not gonna be like it once was. This is what I'm getting out of this energy. They're gonna have to clean the whole institution, bro. They gotta get these individuals out of there. With that Hierophant being in reverse, it's way too much policies, rules, regulations. But everything that is being done underneath this institution is not in alignment with any form of state law. And this is causing for removal of everybody within that organization to be out of there. It's either assigning state troopers to the organization to run it, to operate it, or assigning or transforming that building into a field office, an FBI field office. That's how extreme this is. Not this right here, but what I channeled earlier with that Hierophant reverse and the devil upright. These of us gotta go, bro. They have to go so this place can be better with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Nobody is allowed to commit crime against public order. That means illicit activities, solicitation, prostitution, trafficking, any of that. This is what's going on in this type of setting here. This has to be cleared because the root of the problem is an institution that is allowing that is funding that to take place. And it's under the DOJ's jurisdiction to make sure these individuals are held accountable to be pulled out of there because they're not properly enforcing things to keep people safe. This is jeopardizing people's safety. This is a major concern, a cause for concern for a neighborhood and a public setting. And you as a U.S. citizen have every right to complain about the way that your government is being ran within a local setting here. Because you're a taxpayer, aren't you? Some of you out there, more than likely you are. So you have just as much say so. And I'm not saying that out of an arrogant or egotistical way because they do in fact have some institutions out there that do things the right way by the book. Just how you see some of these videos surface on the internet. Like let's say they have a street bike, a biker gets pulled over. And yet they just let them go. They don't sit there and harass them. Or you see people walking around on the sidewalks and they're recording. And if the law does by any chance show up and start questioning them, they exercise their rights again, they leave. They don't ever mess with them again. But with this situation, you have other parts out there around the states that don't engage in this activity. The DOJ and FBI is going to be the main two ones that's going to have to uproot this problem because it's in their jurisdiction. Like this is a whole institution that needs to be swept. Everybody in there needs to come out, bro. Some of you out there, don't be afraid to be a leader. You show them that you know certain things that can actually get that to happen. By you stepping in this energy and being a powerful person, it's going to better to transform how things are ran, and you're going to create a better environment for your community with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant card. Some of you out there may be picked to run for the government, what it looks like with the Hierophant card, to where you're in control of what's going on in that city. To the ones that actually care about infrastructure and crops that protect the land of the U.S., that's a federal law. They would greatly appreciate somebody like this in a setting like this to make sure because they know that they wouldn't have anything to worry about. They know that you would get on it immediately. If somebody's doing something they're not supposed to be doing, you don't have to contact them. You'll solve the problem right then and there and have them thrown out the building. As I say, hey, they're not welcome there. Don't ever step back on that land again. When I act a fool, go somewhere else. Be acting a fool over there. Mm-mm, mm-mm. All this crime against public order, people lingering and loitering and doing all this solicitation, that activity wouldn't be ran with somebody like this in there. With the Hierophant, mm-mm. You want to earn currency, you're going to get off your lazy backside, corrupt backside, and get you a new job and make money the legitimate way, not through committing crimes. Because that type of behavior is not tolerated within this institution. You need somebody like that in there. They don't give a damn what kind of lip they could give you. Like, oh, they give you a lip like, oh, but this, but nothing. They need to put their badge down, put their uniform down, get all their stuff out their locker, and leave. You're done. Their job is to serve and to protect the citizens of that community. It shouldn't be to where you have all this right here, right locally, but yet you have to go and contact FBI field office. You have to go and contact DOJ for protection. It shouldn't be like that. Or you have to take it a step before you get to that step right there. You have to contact the state troopers for protection. It shouldn't be like that. But you do have a right to contact them for your concerns when it comes to your rights being violated and the way things are being ran in the community, because this is connected to RICO and public corruption on white collar. That's what's being ran. And if people are so concerned about money, there's multiple other ways they can earn legitimate currency without having to be on the federal radar or the watch list. Come on, bro. That's common sense. People scared and this and that. Well, if you're not doing anything wrong, committing a financial crime, then you don't have to worry about the damn watch list. There's multiple other things people can do out there to earn legitimate US currency. If this is located in the US, trafficking and exploitation, bro, you doing that to harm someone's rights? You're out of there. You're out of there. You're not trusted, bro. You are not sitting there serving and protecting nobody. You don't deserve to have that position to abuse and to exploit it. You're out of there. And for some of these individuals, as I say, oh well, this and that and this and that. Don't you know that you have the right to decline unlawful orders? That's not a lawful order for you to engage in these practices, to scam and to commit fraud to hurt somebody's reputation, to try to get them set up to go to jail. Don't you know that's an unlawful order? That's a color law violation that you're being ordered to commit, which is an unlawful order under federal law jurisdiction under Title 18 USC Section 242. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Then you're threatening the individual with trying to place restraints on them. And that right there would be oppression and intimidation under 241. Title 18 USC Section 241. Another violation. And then if this is being done on multiple parties, that this may be done to when it's a non-isolated situation, you're committing a violation of the Title 34 USC Section 12601, pattern and practice, violating individual civil rights. Therefore, prompts the DOJ to get involved to actually put a lawsuit against the institution because of the pattern of practices that are occurring within there. Because it's violating and obstructing people's civil rights, deprivating them of their rights under color of law. Therefore, it's connected directly to the Title 18 USC Section 242. Like, damn, bro, you got to get up in there and like preach the law to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to get up in there and preach the law to them. It's like, damn, bro, they want to give you a microphone. He just get in front of everybody. It's like, damn, I feel like I got to preach the law. You got to use certain titles and sections, U.S. Supreme rulings, like a legal Bible. And you got to preach the law to them. You have to preach the law. In order for these individuals to get to understand, as I say, hey, this right here binds all corruption. We don't give a damn what kind of contradictions is coming out of that. Oh, well, this has been done this long. It don't matter. It don't matter how long it's been done. What the law states, it shouldn't be done and it's prohibited from being done. It's in the law book, bro. It's on the U.S. Supreme rulings that bind these practices that conflict with it. It's like, do these individuals have a good time at putting someone in the energy to where they have to sit there and preach the law? This is like this is like a legal biblical service. It's just an analogy. This is the best legal defense that someone could use when it comes to that because it disarms these practices because they're not legal. They're not legal. You can't sit there and give a order to violate someone's constitutional protected rights or violate their civil rights by sitting there fabricating things, manipulating evidence, tainting evidence, failing to keep them from harm. That right there is not any lawful practice at all because it violates the Title 18 USC Section 242. USC means United States Code. You cannot violate that law because there are repercussions, but there are consequences once enough of it is analyzed, accumulated as evidence due to enough probable cause, therefore creates strength on these matters for eventually prosecution. And yes, these charges will stick. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because of the intent beyond how many times this is being done to someone to violate and obstruct their civil rights, to obstruct the U.S. Constitution, and to do a lot of other things connected to that. Therefore, it's going to spark off a deeper investigation on to how many other people this is being done to. How many other people are being a victim of this? Exactly. These are people that you don't want inside this institution because they're known for setting you up, which is going to create enough probable cause of reasonable, not reasonable suspicion, but there's enough probable cause to conduct a further investigation to see who else has been victimized of this illegal activity, a color law violations being committed upon them. How many other people this is being done to? How many other people are sitting in jail when they shouldn't even be sitting there due to these individuals sitting there scamming, scheming, trying to get them in trouble? You don't want these type of individuals inside this institution because it definitely conflicts and violates federal law on a whole nother level. It also violates U.S. Supreme rulings too. It's prohibited, bro. This activity, this is not a lawful practice at all. It's not any form of enforcing any law. It's against the law. And this type of activity right here could get these individuals thrown out of there and prosecuted for charges of treason, violating breach of trust. Do you want that on your record, bro? The only way these individuals will learn is when people take the step to confront the situation. By you standing up and continuously speaking out that you don't approve of this, and this right here, you object these practices and activities under U.S. Supreme rulings and what violates federal law, jurisdiction, by you continuing to stand up and speak out about it and to stand your ground and to hold your position, it's going to change things. You don't bow to none of these individuals. I don't care if it's an FBI agent or not. You don't bow to none of them. You don't let none of them sit there and brainwash you or sit there and try to gaslight the law is the law. These practices are not going to be done. They could get in alignment with what's stated in their federal law rule book, what's not supposed to be ran. You already have an institution harming you. Therefore comes another institution that should go on a professional code of conduct to do their job the right way on a professional level. Even if it has to involve a covert ghost sting operation, these problems still have to be corrected and resolved because this is hurting other people. It's not just you. That also goes for some of these higher ups. If you see a few of them slacking that wants to ignore a problem just because somebody told them to ignore it, you have the jurisdiction and authority to challenge the SAC or whoever else is above you. As I say that, look, you are not going to sit there and comply with ignoring a situation or to sit there and to be going through with an unlawful order to ignore that. Because what is being done with these unlawful practices violate your jurisdiction. This is enough probable cause for you to investigate on a legitimate level. Now, if that's such a problem, then so be it. This is what's in the law book. These are violations that is harming the individual civil rights in the U.S. Constitution. It's by federal law that you go through with this investigation and complete it to bring charges and indictments. You don't play with these individuals. You don't sit there and bother someone that thinks that they're doing something the right way, but when they're really not. You challenge individuals because you may just be surprised at how someone spots that and puts you in a higher ranking. let's say if you're a special agent in charge, right? Or that would be a SAC. Well, there could be a special agent on a case. You challenge a situation that don't resonate with something that you're being told when it contradicts everything of what you're supposed to be there to do. By challenging that, you could be moved up to like an assistant chief or something. Just by sitting there challenging things that need to be challenged. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, to these individuals that don't want to do their job the right way, you don't want somebody like me in there because things gonna change quickly. But the legitimate ones, they would love to have somebody powerful in there. Some of these individuals are demons. I can feel the energy. They're demons, demonic, deprivated, deprived, depraved individuals of their soul that don't have any left. Because apparently money matters over someone's protection of their rights, right? That's all right, because the Lord above Jesus Christ, you don't know him. The Lord, he's going to judge you. He's going to come through a spiritually gifted people, pass judgment down upon you for not protecting one of his angels. And that little bullshit money you got, that shit ain't going with you whenever you leave this earth. Your house ain't going with you, your car ain't going with you, ain't none of that money is going with anybody.